Hey, what's up, my lovelies? How is your day today? I hope it's good. Good, because you are now watching and listening to my new podcast, The Nosy Ones. I even got the music playing in the background, soft jazz. I even got my cup of ice, and I got me and you. So, what's good? What happened today? What did y'all do today? What did y'all talk about today? What happened in your world that you ain't let nobody else know? But I'm your host, Nicole, on the Nosy One. So I'm nosy. You right. So, okay. Today, my day was pretty cool. I went and got some coffee because I got like 600 points with Starbucks. That lets you know I'm addicted. And then I was going to go drop off some donations to my brother and sister in Christ, but they were somewhere else. So I told them I'll be back later. What else? Then I went to this fantastic place. I did a service and she returned the service to me. It is called 1 Hour Melt. Healing through energy and touch. They are located, can you see that? In Apple Valley, California, Outer Highway 18. They are by appointments only. There's a QR code that you can do or scan on the back. She is a certified massage practitioner. Her name is Christine. They have therapeutic massage. They have Reiki and energy healing, holistic wellness treatments. Okay. Here is her information. I met this young lady in a group. She also had an event. And then that's how we started talking, along with her other worker that works there. She's also a certified massage practitioner. Her name is Gloria. Beautiful women inside and out. Beautiful. And then I drove home because it was almost time to go get them kids. Yes, you know. So anyway, let's talk. Let's talk about something. What do we want to talk about? I really wish I had some guests because, man, this would be so awesome. Like, for real, it would be awesome. But it's okay because I'll have some guests on here soon. What's going on in Hesperia? So, I guess what's going on is it's a nice, beautiful day outside. I can tell you that much. This little shawl, oh my God. I wanted to take it off because it was hot. It was like 70 something degrees. I'm telling y'all, it feels like summer is already here. Don't judge me. I got on a tube top shirt, a little shawl with some nice plaid pants. Still comfy, but sheesh, I was like, it is hot. What else is going on? I don't know. I haven't checked Facebook. I gotta re-up on my messages. I did meet an interesting person today. And, like I always tell y'all, privacy is my number one thing. That person, not gonna tell you if it's a he or a she, but that person pretty much, we was talking before I went to my massage appointment, and we were talking about how they feel left out, and they're here in Hesperia. And what I mean by they feel left out is they feel like they are not being seen. They do have a business and they don't get a lot of attraction. There's not a lot of customers that come by. And no, I'm not talking about me. Because I know some of y'all probably thinking, oh, she's talking about herself. No, I'm not. I'm talking literally about this person. So they sell, what was it that they said? Cups, pans, kid items. It was another thing that they said they sell. Oh, decorative shawls. So that's for women, and also can be for men too. Because it is a cold season, and they broadcast themselves a lot on Facebook and social media like TikTok. And they asked me to follow them. So I said, I'll check your page out. Let me see what I can do. And then, of course, I'll support you. I'll follow you. I'll even shout you out. Um, but then they've been doing this for quite a while. They said they've been doing this for 5 years. And within those first couple years, it was good. Then it started going down. So now they're thinking about giving up. And I had to tell them, you don't ever, 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 ever want to give up. I was like, don't give up. Like, my situation is almost like yours, but I don't use the word give up because when you give up, I consider that being a failure. Am I right? Okay. So why give up? No, that just is, to me, that's motivation to keep pushing on, to keep, forcing yourself to know that you got something that's out there that is great for everybody. May not be for that person, but it's great for everybody. And just because one person doesn't like it doesn't mean everybody else won't like it either. Or just because that person like it don't mean the other people will like it. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta keep pushing yourself, jump over those hurdles, because we are always constantly jumping over hurdles. I mean, with your businesses, with your finances, with your families, with just everyday life, you're continuously jumping, jumping, jumping. Oh, I knocked it over. Let me give up. You're a failure. Don't you consider yourself a failure? Don't you start getting the negative thoughts? Oh, I can't do it. Who remember that movie, Love and Basketball? What did Quincy tell his dad? Man, I can't do this. Boy, what I tell you about using that word can't? Can't shouldn't be in a man's vocabulary. Why? Because when you say can't, you ain't a man. That's right. Y'all know I watched that movie way too much. Don't play with it. But so you have to give yourself those type of encouragement, um, affirmations, knowing that you can do it if you just keep going about it. It may not work the first time. It may not work the second time. It may not work the third time. But boom, that fourth, fifth, sixth, it's gonna work. It's gonna be appealing. It's gonna boom, blossom. It's gonna happen. But you are your worst critic. I told you that in my first other podcast of this podcast. You are your first critic. You are your own driver. You are your captain. God is the captain, you're the co-captain, and everybody else around you is captains. So you are the leader of yourself. You can't follow everybody else's footsteps. Why? Why, Nicole? Why do you say that? Because you don't know what they shoes have been through when walking in the dirt and the mud that has been created from the heavy of the rain. That went over your heads. You cannot walk in the shoes that was walked in the mud. You cannot walk in the shoes that was in the grass. You can't walk in the shoes that was pretty much stepped on dog poop, cat poop, bird poop. You can't walk in those shoes because you don't know the struggle that they had to go through just to get to where they are now. You can't. And I love saying that, Sam, because again, until you walk in my shoes, you can relate. If you never walked in those shoes before, how can you relate? Now, then we talk about sympathy and empathy. Okay. Sympathy is the feelings that, sympathy was what you feel. Empathy was what you've been through and you can relate to that person. I have empathy that this will work for you. Have sympathy because I never tried it. So I'm not your teacher, okay? Let's just get that straight. But I love using those two words, sympathy and empathy. Now, there's other words that's higher than those words. And, of course, we would literally have to sit and look in the dictionary and all that. And yeah, we're not doing that. Excuse me, I need some ice. So I used to compare myself to other people. How they do this, how they get this, why would they do that? Where did they go? And I had to realize, Nicole, you got to stop comparing yourself to people because you don't know what shoes they walked in through the mud to get to where they are now. I had to realize you got to walk your own shoes. You got to walk your own path. You got to walk your own version of you. You got to walk your own version of you. You are not carbon copied. Even if you have a twin, a triplet, quad, whatever, you are your own version. You have your own version. So let's say I had a twin right here. We may be identical, we may be fraternal, but my cells, my blood type, my version of me is my version of me, deferred from my version of my twin. Okay, so we may look alike, we may talk alike, we may sound alike, but we each have different capabilities of doing certain things. So you have different capabilities of A, B, and C compared to other people. Now, why do you say that, Nicole? Because everybody always compares themselves to the next person. I want to be a millionaire. Who don't? Everybody like money. We all can't be millionaires. But what did they do? How did they train their minds, their thoughts, the way they speak, the way they walk, the way they dress? Don't know. It can be a whole number of things of how they became a millionaire. Okay, so we already know Bill Gates, he created what, Microsoft? Or what was it? You know, see, he's not relevant to me because I don't care. I can get there. If I really sat down and put my mind to something to make a design and it pop, I can become a millionaire too. Just like who is it? Elon Musk. Okay, now they said circulatory around. Let me scratch that. Circling around, they said he took Tesla's idea. So if you don't know who Tesla is, there is a guy named Tesla. That's where the car name come from. What did he do? I don't know. Don't judge me. Okay? But I come to find out that Elon took Tesla's idea and became a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever. He's somewhere in the airs. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because I really don't care about Elon either. Uh, but that's how he became a millionaire. Donald Trump, very smart man in his own way. I don't know Donald Trump. I don't care for Donald Trump. But didn't you see where he had TV shows? He has a hotel. He has different businesses. He knows how to negotiate. He know how to bullcrap you. He know how to get you to think one thing to make you think you're a winner. Perfect example. Oh, I gotta say it. Nicki Minaj. Nicki, how did you fall for the BS? Girl, you were dumber than dumb can be. I don't even fall for stuff that he say. Like if he talk about, oh, I'm gonna give everybody $1,000. Okay, where? Because I'm the type to see it to believe it. If it happens, it happens. But he got some kind of tactics underneath. Just like this gold card he has, and you have to pay so much on it. Now, what do you think his tactics are? I got you to get the gold card. Now you have to pay thousands, millions. Who got millions? And you can get whatever it is that he's offering. I read it, didn't really care too much about it. It's a trap. I got you now. I got you. Stop falling for things people say. Have them show you. Okay, you may not be able to see Trump or any president or whatever, but if you just listen and have them show you what, just watch and you'll see all of it unfold. Because at first, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You riding a wave, you holding on to his coattail, and boom, he drop you like a bad habit. And you, oh, I thought Trump was for me. If you ain't the most silliest goose in the world, girl, Trump ain't for nobody but himself. He's a stingy person. He knows his business. I give him that. But him as a person, you're completely, completely evil. Now everybody's running around. Oh, I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump. Oh, I wish I never voted for him. I wish it's too late. You already voted for the guy. So now, because your mom, your dad, your auntie, your grandma, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, they can't get the Medi-Cal that they need or the medications or the hospital help because your president, Trump, I voted for Kamala. Your president, Trump, snip, 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 snip. Oh, food stamps. Snip, 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 snip. Oh, child care. Snip, 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 snip. Or is he cutting child care? I don't know. I got to do my research. But your president is doing all this. And you Trump kissers, y'all was, whoa, Trump, Trump, Trump. All for Trump. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Now it's happening to your own family and you're like, why did I ever vote for him? Why did I ever listen to him? Because he trapped you. His words will smooth like a baby butt. His words will smooth like a player playing that piano, singing to you with them love songs. And that mouthpiece. Yeah, he trapped you. He trapped you. You got. You got. And now you're feeling sorry. You're feeling hurt. You're feeling upset. You want to go kill the world. You want to go do this. You want to go do that. It's your fault. You had a choice. Everybody has a choice. And I told you, I'm not into politics and I'm sure not into Mr. Trump. But I had to say that one because Nikki, you sold your soul. You sold your soul. I mean, I never liked the girl, never disliked her. Some of her music was cool, some of her music wasn't. I wasn't a big Nicki Minaj fan. I'm more of a Cardi B fan. Cardi B all day. I don't care what y'all say about Cardi B. Cardi B all day. Don't judge me. Um, so yeah, you have to wake up, pay attention. You have to open your ears. You have to listen. You have to widen your eyes. You have to be very abroad to what people are saying to you because guess what? The devil speaks, right? Right? The devil speaks. And if you're not careful, again, trap. Oh my god, what else can we talk about? Because I'm over politics. Like I'm not a big politician. I will vote. Hopefully my voice get heard, but if it don't, I'm just one out of millions. Um so what else can we talk about? Gosh. I'm about to go on my computer and see podcast topics. All right. So I got some questions for you. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah, I guess I didn't like that one. Ew, it came up with some weird ones, but okay. Um, okay, let's try this one. Wow, why do they do that? Yes, I am looking at my computer. I told you I was looking at it. I am not a comedian. Okay. They have some weird they have some weird topics. But I did say we was gonna be talking about everything, right? Yeah, okay. But golly, that's beyond weird. Okay. So I want to hear some stories. Not so much stories, but I want to hear some advice of how did you overcome hardships? Like whatever you're facing right now, we all know we got to give it to God. Amen. But how did you overcome, some of your hardships? What are some tactics that you use to jump over certain hurdles that you can help somebody else? Now, will I get an answer? Probably not. Probably not. It's okay. It's okay. Um, let's see. Now, hopefully, when I get some guests on my podcast, we're gonna be um, we're definitely going to be sticking to a subject. I would say at least for maybe a day or two, and then we'll move on to that other subject, to another subject. That's if I get guests. If I don't get no guests, then we'll move on to another subject because I send out the invitation and it's up to you to accept it. That's called engagement. That's called support. That's called you scratch my back, I scratch yours, you pat me, I pat you. Um, so if I reach out to you, please just by either acknowledging with a yes or a no. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Because, like I said, my mind tends to move in a motion that I don't know how to slow down. I really don't. What are some things that you guys like to try? Like, what's your intake on it? Um, because I'm very curious to know what is it. Um, like for me, I know people who struggle with the same issues. Like they just haven't met their people yet. This could actually, what I'm saying, be part of it, I guess. But some friends that I used to talk to would struggle more with talking, and I'm still looking at the computer trying to find some things. And some would say it's super easy, like, being able to talk in front of people and being able not to talk in front of people. I love talking in front of people, so it's not that hard for me, but it is like kind of shaky because it's like, am I going to be emotional? But I want you to see that. Am I going to be strong? Can I have a conversation with people while sitting there expressing who I am, explaining who I am, giving you the advice of who I am, and without shedding a tear? Okay, I watched this episode of Michelle Obama called Becoming. That was a beautiful, and it wasn't even an episode, I think it was a movie. It was like a documentary. It was beautiful. It made me want to cry. But to see her up there without shedding one tear. But I know she wanted to break down. I know you did. Deep down inside, you did. But she held it all together. Her composure, her face, her laughter, she was holding it in. But if she could have a moment to break down and cry, I know she would. I know she would have. Um, Again, I'm not going to have, a lot of support on my podcast, but it's okay because you know what? It only takes one to be like, you know what? Hey, I want to be a guest on her show. I want to, I don't know why I keep calling this show. I want to be a guest on her podcast because she looks like she wants to get to the nitty gritty. She wants to have fun. She wants to help arise like we're reborn sisters. I want to help arise like we're reborn sisters. I want to uplift you. I want to fix your crown that's crooked. I want to fix your crown that's crooked. I want to fix your crown that's crooked. I want to keep encouraging you to step out on faith, regardless of what people say. Step out on faith. And if it doesn't work for you, try it again. If it doesn't work for you, try it another time. If it doesn't work for you, don't give up. We don't do that give up stuff. See, there's no giving up over here. Okay, period. Period. There is no giving up. There's no such word as giving up. Even though it sounds like I'm contradicting, I want to give up. I can't. I can't. I have too much to lose. My children, my daughter's foundation, myself. How would I look to everybody that's talking this talk, walking her walk, but then give up at the same time? It does not work that way, baby. It does not work. So we have to keep our affirmations high. Start building with other people. Start getting into different groups, maneuvering, connecting, listening, learning, living, being alive. Get out your character. Get out of that, oh, she's not going to be able to do it. Get out the negativity and start thinking positive. Surround yourself with positive people because one thing I do know, positive people, whether it's family, friends, or strangers, will uplift you the most. You can't stay in this pity darkness thinking you're going to just come out shining and you're still thinking of negativity. It does not work. You have to first build yourself. You have to surround yourself. You have to teach yourself. You have to make for sure you have the knowledge before going out speaking to other people. Now, real quick before I get ready to close, I've been out the Bible for quite a while, and I love telling this story. Recently, just started going to church out here in his spirit in Victorville. Some things the pastor teach because he don't preach, he teaches. So I can somewhat relate and somewhat I can't. But when I open the Bible, then I realize, oh, that's what he is saying. That's what he mean. Wait, I don't understand what this passage is. And unfortunately, I cannot go and ask my dad, rest in peace, because he was my go-to guy. So it's like if I can't go to my kid's dad, I can go to the pastor and he can help me break it down and understand it and manifest it. Now I can go out and preach the gospel to other people to help save their soul or to get them to at least salvation. So, yeah, that's deep. That is deep. And before we close, y'all all know I love my favorite saying and I use it everywhere. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for joining me on my new podcast called The Nosy Ones. I will see y'all later. Smooches.